and welcome to calf stretch. Calf stretch, like any of our standing movements, will begin with observing and setting up our stance alignment points. So I've got my feet pelvis width apart, hip bone distance apart. They are placed with the outer edges parallel. I've engaged my lateral hip muscles to find neutral femurs, knee pits pointed back behind me, and the weight of my pelvis is back over my heels to the best of my ability. Toes nice and relaxed. All right, let's begin. We'll begin with our right foot here. So placing that right foot on the dome here and continuing to observe all the alignment points that we can here. So toes are still relaxed, heels are rooting in, feet pelvis width apart and parallel. We've simply got the front of my right foot elevated here so that we're actually simulating some varied terrain here, some uphill in this case. So I'm going to assess here, pelvis is still square, and maybe I could adjust my position a little bit to get maybe a little bit more stretch here. So I'm going to do that by stepping my left foot forward. Continuing to maintain that same foot spacing, foot alignment here. And even if I step my left foot forward, I still want my right leg to be vertical. So my right hip over my right heel. Toes are relaxed, ribs relaxed down, little head ramping. Shoulders are relaxed as well. And I am going to maintain this position for 30 to 60 seconds, ideally for these stretch type movements. So I'm going to observe as I'm standing here whether there are some little compensations that want to try to happen. So if I were to step my left foot too far forward, my body might try to avoid some of that stretch sensation by leaning one way or the other or rotating one way or the other. So we want to always keep those hips square, keep the weight evenly distributed, keep that breathing nice and relaxed. So I'm going to demonstrate the other side. So my left foot getting the stretch. I'm going to face this way here though, so you can have a view from the side. I'm just going to move my dome here. Standing once again in my best stance that I can, weight of my pelvis over the heels here, feet parallel and pelvis width apart. I'm going to relax my shoulders and ribs are down. I'm drawing my chin back into that head ramped position. And then I'm going to come into my calf stretch. So placing that left foot on the dome. Assessing here, how does it feel on this side? It might be very different from the other side in terms of where that right foot is going to go. If this already felt like, whoa, a lot of stretch, I could even step that right foot back. I could step it back, I could step it forward, I could step it a little too far forward maybe, and just kind of trial and error my way into the perfect position for me today. So I'm going to try and have my hips square, and even if that right foot is forward, I'm going to try and maintain as vertical a leg position here as I can. So my left hip over my left heel, not leaning one way or the other, not rotating one way or the other. Relax those toes. Ribs are down. Always coming back and referring to the breath, making sure that it's moving in a natural, easy sort of way, and that's going to indicate that I'm really at the appropriate amount of stretch, quote unquote, here. And there you have calf stretch. Thanks for listening.